Hi, everyone. My name is Debra Josephs, Executive Director of the Anita Kaufmann Foundation, and we are so happy to be celebrating our annual Purple Day Every Day Around the World Education Week event. Today I have with me Rebecca Moran, Director of Corporate Advocacy at Eisai. She's here to discuss one of the many resources Eisai is providing to help those managing the everyday challenges of epilepsy. Rebecca, we are so happy to have you here today to discuss MediKidz. Before we jump too far in the conversation, can you tell us why we're here today?
Sure, thanks, Deb. I'm excited to be here today. We're here to celebrate Purple Day, which is a day that honors the strength of the epilepsy community and raises awareness of the condition. Every year on March 26th, people in countries around the world are invited to wear purple and host events in support of epilepsy awareness. The day was created by Cassidy Megan in 2008 to help educate other patients on her condition, and since then it continues to be celebrated around the world.
Great. So to start, can you tell us a bit more about Jumo Health and their series?
Of course. So Jumo Health started MediKidz, which is a global initiative that began in 2009. There are age-appropriate comic books, which are evidence-based, peer-reviewed by medical professionals, and endorsed by advocacy organizations that use superheroes, each that have a specific power, to explain conditions to children through storytelling and engaging visuals for young people and their families. So topics cover conditions like ADHD, depression, diabetes, and of course, epilepsy management. The MediKidz Explain Epilepsy series was first launched almost 10 years ago to help increase education about epilepsy. Eisai has co-developed and supported the publication of 7 comic books in this series so far to serve as resources for families who are affected by epilepsy.
Jumo Health has been around for over a decade. What made Eisai decide to collaborate on the global initiative?
So at Eisai, we really pride ourselves in developing and sharing tools to help navigate a person's epilepsy journey. We started specifically to try to help educate the community to fight the stigma of the disease, but wanted to make sure that we were empowering the entire community, including loved ones, friends, teachers, and healthcare professionals. So to build upon this commitment, we decided to partner with Jumo Health on a MediKidz epilepsy comic book series to help empower younger people living with epilepsy to better understand their condition and celebrate the diversity within the epilepsy community.
What's the target age for the MediKidz comic books?
Our target group is children 18 and under. We wanted to provide helpful and comprehensive tips and information to this group that was affected by epilepsy, but make the learning interactive and fun. The books provide them with resources they can share with their friends, teachers, and caregivers at home or at school to also help them educate the people around them.
What area of focus do the MediKidz books cover?
So we know that education is vital when navigating the condition. So the books focus on how to manage different aspects of a patient's journey, such as self-advocacy and the importance of communicating with teachers and friends about their condition and needs. We also like to spotlight areas of life that are important to children and that can be impacted by having epilepsy. One example is sports. We have a comic book that focuses on a child's personal journey managing sports and having epilepsy to help them understand how they can continue their athletic lifestyle despite their diagnosis. The goal is to help children across a spectrum of lifestyles, economic, environmental, and physical factors to be able to manage living with epilepsy despite potential challenges.
Why did you choose comic books as opposed to another form of communication to reach your audience?
Because we're hoping to reach children, we thought the best form of communication would be a comic book. They're typically drawn to the visuals and authenticity of storytelling, which is a unique characteristic of the books themselves. They share personal stories to help others and to build community. Furthermore, comic books have also been shown to potentially help children's subject matter comprehension. And in the case of the MediKidz series, animated superheroes are used to explain medical conditions to children by providing accurate but also engaging information for young people.
Where can you find the comic books?
So our Eisai sponsored comic books are on our website, advancingepilepsycare.com. The website provides tools to help support loved ones as they navigate their epilepsy journey. And beyond the comic books, there are testimonials from people living with epilepsy and a resource library so that everybody can better understand the condition.
How many people in the epilepsy community have received the comic books?
To date, we've shared over 264,000 books, which we're really proud of. The series has been super successful, but we're excited to see how this collection can kind of impact the community moving forward.
What makes this epilepsy line of comics different than the comics that focus on other conditions?
The MediKidz epilepsy series is different because it really strives to make lessons about epilepsy management accessible to different people affected by the condition, not just patients, but also caregivers and healthcare providers. At Eisai, we aim to reach anyone managing epilepsy who may not otherwise have access to this information, and the comic books provide a line of resources for patients and caregivers to make every patient feel seen and understood throughout their journey to seizure freedom.
Rebecca, thanks for taking the time to educate us on the importance of your partnership with Jumo Health on the MediKidz comic book series on epilepsy. We know how impactful they are, but to hear it directly from someone involved in the developments is wonderful. And thanks to all at Eisai for another year of collaboration. And we hope you have a wonderful Purple Day.